Good evening. This is Sudheer Kumar. I got some queries from students. They expressed two kinds of doubts. One, what to do now since we failed in prelims? One section of the students are having this doubt. Others started preparation now but confused whether to prepare for prelims or mains. These are the two reasons why. Am I audible? So these are the two reasons why I decided to have a session today. In this case, if you look into YouTube channels, most of the times there are some fake faculty who are promoting some false strategies. Like what? By going through the recently held prelims paper, of course it was very tough, we know this, and they started suggesting students to start preparing for prelims right now. Today it is July 1st. Now you start your prelims preparation now and till May 28th or 2024. That means till next year May, you're supposed to continue prelims preparation. Why I said this is a false strategy given by a false faculty? The purpose is, if you follow this, you end up becoming, unfortunately, nothing. Why? Because let us consider, by looking into the recently held prelims paper, you started preparing for prelims right now. You started taking coaching for CSAT because max part is very tough this time. And since the nature of the questions are becoming a bit unpredictable and difficult in GS paper 1 also, you started spending more time in preparing those topics. So let us assume you did well in prelims 2024. Then how much time you have for mains 2024? Hardly you will have 3 to 4 months. Precisely, it would be 100 days. Just imagine, till now, or till you qualify prelims, or till you have given your prelims exam in 2024, you have not read or you have not done your mains preparation. No answer writing practice, no mains preparation. That means no optional subject, no topics in GS which are not there in prelims syllabus. Eventually, what is the end result? You qualified prelims, but in mains, you will fail miserably. This is going to happen, unfortunately. Why? Because you never prepared seriously for mains and you never attempted answer writing. As I said, answer writing is a skill, and any skill to acquire needs some time. Therefore, you need to spend some time to master the skill called answer writing. Now, eventually, what is that very important thing that push you into the final list? Your mains marks. And out of 1750 marks, let us consider 450 in general studies, 150 in essay, and 300 in optional. How much? 900. Target should be this 900 for the next 6 months. That means from July to December 2023. If you don't give enough time to mains preparation and answer writing right from July to December, forget about getting 900 in mains, you end up getting 400. You are nowhere in the competition if you get this score in mains examination. Therefore, the strategy should be right from now onwards. This is the time you need to focus on mains preparation. Now, when I say mains preparation, what do I mean? Technically speaking, mains preparation is broadly divided into three components. One is your optional subject. Second is your general studies. That is 4 papers. And then essay. Okay. Now, what are we supposed to do when it comes to optional subject? As far as the optional subject is concerned, if you want to attend classes, go to classes, attend classes, or you can prepare on your own, it is up to you. Then make notes, then revise, then start writing answers. That is answer writing. So these are the 4 essential things you're supposed to do as far as mains optional subject is concerned. Okay, then how to focus on general studies, 4 mains papers from July to December. Now consider each paper individually. General studies paper 1. For your optional subject or for your GS papers, you need to by heart the syllabus. The reason being, if you by heart the syllabus, whenever you are reading any current affairs, whether it is newspaper, magazine, whatever it is, you will be in a position to relate the current topic with the syllabus line mentioned by UPSC either in GS or in optional subject. Therefore, look into the syllabus pattern. First one is Indian culture. For prelims, you focus on this subject in a different way. What do you call that? We call this in art and culture, right? And then we got modern history. Then we got post-independence. Then we got world history. Then you got Indian society. And then you got geography. Largely this is the syllabus of your general studies paper 1. Now the question is, what are the sources? As far as art and culture is concerned, go with NCRT. Modern history, NCRT plus Spectrum. Post-independence India, you can refer to Vision IAS material. World history, Vision IAS material. Society, again Vision IAS. Geography, NCRT plus GC Lyon. Why these sources are essential? As I said, if you look into both the process of exam, whether it is prelims or mains, what is the key ingredient to get good marks? It is basic knowledge. What is basic knowledge? It is about getting conceptual clarity. How do you get conceptual clarity? By reading standard books. What are the standard books? The books I have referred here. These are the standard books. So by reading these books, you get conceptual clarity, and over the conceptual clarity, you try to build some additional content. Why and how? You just add current affairs to those topics, and because of which what happens? You got strong conceptual clarity, and then you have added current affairs. Together, this is the basic ingredient for answer writing. Okay, so this is how you're supposed to focus on each and every part of the syllabus plan. Now the question is, as far as GS 1 is concerned, while preparing for mains, at the back of your mind, generally you are worried that am I delaying my prelims preparation simultaneously, or should I prepare prelims simultaneously along with mains? But try to understand there is an internal link between mains preparation and prelims preparation. Now, talk to your friends who qualified prelims this time, or listen to the toppers last year and their interviews. They say one common thing. What is that? Basic knowledge will ensure you 90 to 100 marks in prelims paper 1. Again, how do you get this? As I said, reading standard books. Now in mains preparation, what are we trying to do? Again, reading standard books. Therefore, reading books, that is standard books, plus making notes out of it. What do you mean by making notes out of it? You need to have 200 words on each topic mentioned in the syllabus by UPSC. Whether it is an optional subject or GS, whatever it is, for every topic in the syllabus, you're supposed to have 200 words of your own handwriting. Again, how to make notes out of it? I've given you some sources here. These are the sources. Add current affairs to this. Then, what happens for the next 6 months? So let us consider today you started Indian society. Give 1 week time to prepare, because you got 5 or 6 syllabus lines. First syllabus line is unity, diversity, salient features of Indian society, etc. So spend some 3 hours in reading standard book. Read it one more time, that is syllabus, and again revise it. And then make notes out of it. So in a particular day, for GS paper 1, you have chosen Indian society to begin with, and within that a first syllabus line mentioned by UPSC, so you have devoted 4 hours of time, and then you made notes out of it. Likewise, do this 1 week, and then for the next 3 days, revise what you have written. And in the 4th day, that means 7 plus 3, already you're done with 10 days. So in 10th day, look into PYQs from the first syllabus line, salient features of Indian society and unity and diversity in India. If you get couple of questions, 1 or 2 questions you identified, try to answer these questions. This is how the preparation is complete. So what did we do? Selected a standard source, then started reading it couple of times, and after that we made notes out of it, revised it couple of times, and then we attempted one of the PYQ questions. So because of doing this, what happens? Your knowledge is consolidated. And consolidated knowledge helps in which context? Even in prelims also, consolidated knowledge helps a lot, right? I think I've said this point earlier also. Then, likewise, you refer to some topics. Again, most of the students ask me about how to make notes. That means, should we copy notes just like that it is given in the material? No. By doing so, you are rewriting it, which is of no use. Then how to make notes? Always read the standard source couple of times, understand it, and then write the notes in a concised manner. And when you write notes in a concised manner, focus on multiple dimensions. For example, let us consider you are reading and you're making notes on globalization, which is a topic in Indian society. Now, in this case, focus on globalization and its impact on women, impact on old aged, impact on children, impact on disabled, impact on SC, impact on ST, impact on minority. Apart from this, impact on economy, and apart from this, impact on environment. So try to generate different dimensions when you started making notes of the topic. Then, as I said, whenever you are making notes, the notes should be very structural. Now the question is, what do you mean by structured notes, or how to make structured notes? The answer lies in, again, the same example, globalization. Start with the definition. What is the definition of globalization? It is exchange of ideas, exchange of people, exchange of process, investment from one destination to another destination. Or globalization involves what? Interdependence, integration, interconnectedness between societies. That should be the definition. Then, factors responsible for globalization, and then dimensions involved in globalization, and then after this, positive impact, negative impact. Again, if you want to add, you can add impact of globalization on family, impact of globalization on agriculture, impact of globalization on caste system. Likewise, the dimensions keep on increasing. You can write multiple dimensions content in the context of globalization. Apart from this, you're done with positive and negative impact. Impact on women, positive, negative. Impact on old age, positive, negative. Impact on children, positive, negative. Impact on youth, positive, negative. Likewise, this is how you try to think about the concept while making notes. Now just imagine, in this manner, if you make notes, if the examiner gives a question from globalization, no matter how twisted the question is, can't you answer that? You will be in a position to write a very good answer for such question if you follow this process. Apart from this, what else should be the part of the notes making? Some government schemes, and then way forward. Now, in the process of notes making, don't try to write lengthy paragraphs. Write important key phrases or one or two sentences. So, I have given you an example related to notes making, how to look into the syllabus lines, and then how to focus on answer writing. Again, let us move to, as I said, GS paper 1, GS paper 2, GS paper 3, and then GS paper 4. Generally, what we read for prelims? For prelims, we focus on polity, history, economy, geography, environment. Generally, these are the major areas, and most of the students, they give less importance to other topics. But if you look into the recently held paper, prelims paper, examiner is giving more importance to other topics also. That means the paper is getting diversified. Therefore, you have to prepare in a diversified manner, even for prelims also. How do you do that? Add to these topics, focus more on art and culture, focus more on climate change, focus more on international relations, focus more on agriculture, focus more on S&T. How do you focus more? What did I say? From July to December, focus on mains. Now, where do you find these topics? Now, let us closely observe. In GS paper 1, the first syllabus line speaks about what? Indian culture. That means, aren't you finishing art and culture part of prelims also? Whenever you are writing mains, whenever you are making notes, as far as Indian culture part is concerned, in the GS paper 1, indirectly, your preparation for prelims art and culture is also over. Okay, then whenever you're preparing something related to GS paper 2, what is the syllabus line for GS paper 2? You got polity, governance, social justice, international relations. So focus on international relations from July to December in the part of mains preparation. Inevitably, you are finishing off the diversified questions from prelims exam. And then in GS paper 3, you got economy, agriculture, environment, climate change, disaster management, internal security. So agriculture is very key area as far as prelims is concerned. In the recent times, more questions are being asked. Environment, climate change are becoming very important. Apart from this, you got S&T. Now finish off S&T preparation in the main stage itself. Therefore, after reading a standard source, making notes out of it, writing answer, by the time you start preparation in January 2024, already you are done and comfortable with a conceptual clarity. Not only you got conceptual clarity, your knowledge got consolidated, because all these topics in prelims you have read thoroughly, written answers, and this is how you are ready for prelims even in Jan 2024. From here onwards, you are not reading anything new, rather you are revising what you have read from the last July. So this is the fundamental reason why from now till December, you're supposed to focus completely on mains examination preparation. Apart from this, again, as far as GS ethics paper is concerned, this is exclusively a mains topic. Therefore, give around 20 to 25 days of preparation time to prepare ethics, and particularly as far as conceptual part is concerned and case studies are concerned, focus more on answer writing. Now, if you got any questions, you can ask me in between. I'm ready to answer your questions. Apart from this, how to stay focused? Why? Today it is July, and till May 2024, you need to stay focused. Generally, how your preparation is. Most of you know this is y and x axis. What do you call this? This is called sine curve. Generally, our preparation is like a sine curve. What do you mean by sine curve? On a particular day, we read 12 hours. On a particular day, we don't read at all. 0, -0, or -2. That means, if your preparation is in this manner, the goal called IAS cannot be accomplished. You cannot become an IAS officer if your preparation is in the form of a sine curve. Then how to address this? You need to make the sine curve into a straight line. What do you mean by making a preparation from sine curve to straight line? That means I'm referring to consistency, I'm referring to discipline, I'm referring to perseverance. What is perseverance? Most of you know this. Perseverance is doing something despite difficulty. This is not an easy thing. That means preparing 8 hours a day continuously for 6 days a week. 8 hours a day, 6 days per week is not a joke, is not an easy thing. You need to be very consistent by preparing for 8 quality hours, 6 days in a week. To do this, you need to have strong desire towards this. How badly you want to become a civil servant determines your perseverance. I'll give an example. If you are a fan of cricket, you understand this example. How many of you have watched the cover drive of Virat Kohli? It is picture perfect. Why Virat Kohli's cover drive is picture perfect? Because this we see in match, but what he does in nets, in net practice, he practices the same shot 100 times. But you don't get to see this. What you get to see this? In live match. And now we speak very high about the quality and the perfection of a cover drive played by Virat Kohli. But behind this perfect shot, there is something called perseverance. Playing the same thing 100 times. What do you mean by this? Monotonous work. What is monotonous work? Doing same thing multiple times regularly. Playing the same ball, going to nets every day, spending 3 to 4 hours every day. For how many days? Till you retire. Likewise, till you appear for UPSC and find your name in the final list. You are supposed to do the same thing. What is that? Revise plus writing answers. For us, for UPSC aspirants, this is like net practice. The moment you go to mains examination, the shot gets perfect. That means the answer becomes, in this case, relevant. Any relevant answer will be given 6 out of 10 marks by the examiner. This is how you get around 110 in GS paper. So on an average, the target is to reach 450 in 4 GS papers, which is possible if you follow this. So perseverance, consistency, discipline are key ingredients to maintain 8 hours of preparation. Then how to use this 8 hours of quality preparation within mains? Because in the in the beginning of the session, I said mains preparation includes optional GS essay. So here, four hours for optional, 4 hours for GS. Already I have explained you what to do in these 4 hours. 2.5 hours, refer to standard book, then make notes and then read it. Now, as far as optional is concerned, again, by heart the syllabus, look into PYQ questions. Then, if you are attending classes, generally classes would be 2 hours, 2.5 hour duration. Then go home. Whatever you learned, if the faculty is dictating notes, that is good for you. If he is giving material, again that is good for you. Either class notes or the PDF or the handout given to you by the faculty, go through that and try to understand and then make your own notes, very concise, and then read it once. For 6 days, do the same thing. For the next 3 days, revise what you have done in the earlier 6 days and then try to attempt PYQs. And then get your PYQs, once you start writing, get them evaluated by your faculty. Here also in GS, once you write your answers, get them evaluated by your mentors. Therefore, notes making, revision, writing practice. These are very, very important. Then finally, apart from this, what is important? Evaluation. Getting your answers, evaluation is very, very important. What do you mean by this? As far as evaluation is concerned, we are going to start a mentorship program. We are going to start a mentorship program. The demo is on July 9th and the program begins from 15th July. What are we trying to do in this mentorship program? It runs till Feb end. Okay. What are we going to do in this mentorship program? Here, we will be giving you some weekly syllabus. And for 6 days, you prepare the syllabus given and on Sunday, you'll have exam. Then we'll discuss the paper and then we'll give you model answers and then we will evaluate your answers and then we will let you know your shortcomings or your mistakes in answer writing. So this is the exercise done in the test series, in the mentorship program including test series. Then, so this is first week, again second week, again third week and again fourth week. So weekly syllabus is given and the same process is repeated. But by the end of fourth week, we will have a prelims exam on what? Whatever you have read in the earlier 3-4 weeks, on those syllabus lines, we will have a prelims exam. Now, why we included this? Because till this time, till 3 to 4 weeks, you have revised the syllabus, written answers, heard to the explanation class, verified with model answers, and you get to know your mistakes. So this is like again revising. Just this is like checking the consolidated knowledge after preparing few topics over a period of time. So parallelly, as I said, mains syllabus is over, answer writing is practiced, you get to know mistakes and you become better, and eventually prelims exam on those topics covered in earlier 3 to 4 weeks will be conducted. Again, you're testing your knowledge related to prelims. So this is how we compactly packed the test series along with a mentorship. Also, in every second week, we have included essay test. Okay. Now, a student has asked a question related to how to write essay plus ethics answers. The answer to this question is source. As I said, for every syllabus line in mains syllabus, I have given you some source, or you know the source on your own, whether it is NCRT, standard textbook, etc., etc. Then what should be the material to prepare for essay? The answer is nothing. What do you mean by this? To write a very good essay, your GS preparation must be completed. For example, in GS papers, what are the topics you study? In all the 4 GS papers, you study polity, you study history, you study economy, you study environment, you study geography, you study IR, international relations, you study Indian society. What else? You study social justice, you study governance, you study ethics, internal security. That means this is how your knowledge is getting consolidated through GS preparation, 4 papers preparation. The moment you are done with this GS preparation, you are ready for writing any essay. For example, agrarian crisis in India is both man-made and natural. This could be a question. Or you can never cross the sea by standing and staring at the water. So one is a philosophical question, one is a very regular agriculture based question. So you get different kinds of questions in a essay paper. Largely in the contemporary times, philosophical questions are increasing. Therefore, how to answer these questions? Yeah, we'll come to that question, how to cover current affairs. I'll be explaining you within 2 minutes. Let me finish off this and then I'll answer your question. So in this case, let us consider agrarian crisis question. Already in GS paper 3 economy part, you studied agriculture. Therefore, you should understand what is agrarian crisis, right? Then why agrarian crisis? Then factors responsible, and then stakeholders involved, and then government intervention, and then failure or shortcomings of government intervention, and then way forward, general approach. Within this, you need to introduce dimensions. Dimensions could be local, regional, national, international. Dimensions could be because of agrarian crisis in India, its impact on economy, polity, society. Because agrarian crisis, what is happening to women, children, aged? What is happening to rural areas, urban areas? In urban areas, increase in migration posing challenges. In rural areas, sex ratio is skewed. Then, as far as government intervention is concerned, loan waiver, its impact on what? Fiscal policy of the government. That means social welfare expenditure is increasing. That means investment is decreasing in the economy. That means again agriculture is in crisis. Therefore, we're trying to interlink each topic one by one, and we're trying to present a comprehensive content about the essay. Okay. Anyways, we'll be having a separate session on essay very soon. We'll be discussing more details in that context. Again, look into the second question. You can never cross the sea by standing and staring at the water. What do you mean by this? Water, standing and staring, and you need to cross the sea. So try to understand. Crossing sea means, interpret this, overcoming a problem or a challenge. This problem or challenge could be at the level of individual, at the level of family, at the level of society, at the level of a nation, or at the level of world together. I'll give example. A challenge at the level of the world, at the global level. What is that one challenge that made the entire world look back at it? COVID. COVID is a challenge. Can you overcome COVID by looking at the problem itself? No. What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to do something. What is that? You should come up with a vaccine. Vaccine requires what? Research. Research requires what? Intelligence. That means you need to have a scientific community to come up with research. For that you need to have investment and government policy. So these things are involved. Therefore, this is how you interpret. Then what do you mean by standing and staring at the water? It is about having no clue, no idea. That means that leads to what? Failure. Look into the history of India, where we failed, where we succeeded in the course of national movement. Bring that into the context. So, as I said, for any philosophical questions, interpretation is the key. How you are interpreting the philosophical question and then trying to give as many dimensions as possible and try to conclude the essay in an optimistic, futuristic and practical manner. Okay? We'll come to that. The faculty for program will come to that. One of the student has asked a question related to how to manage current affairs. We'll spend some time on this and then we'll answer this question as far as faculty or mentors are concerned. As far as current affairs are concerned, if you are reading newspaper, say most of the students in Hyderabad, they read Hindu. In Delhi, you get to read Indian Express, Live Mint, Hindu. Now, a student is spending 3 hours time in reading Hindu newspaper. Today you spend 3 hours. You read Hindu. What do you do at the end of the day? Throw it. Again next day, again read Hindu, 3 hours, throw it away. Now, for 30 days, you done the same thing. How many hours you spent? 90 hours of time you spent on Hindu newspaper. Can you recollect at least 9 points from what you read in the last 30 days? Whenever you are spending some time, it must be productive to you. It must yield some result or some marks to you. What is the point in spending 3 hours, 2 hours per day on newspaper, reading, underlining few things and throwing it in the dustbin next day? You get nothing. Therefore, my advice is go through newspaper and read editorial page. Not more than 20 minutes should be spent on newspaper. And then follow current affairs of any institute. I am not endorsing any institute. Follow current affairs magazine of any institute. They might be giving you huge content or they might be dumping the content. Within the current affairs magazine, Read selectively. That means if they have given one page of content, maybe some 4 lines are good enough for you to memorize. Underline them, highlight them, and keep that magazine in your rack, book rack. So likewise, you keep 12 monthly magazines and revise them. What are you supposed to revise? Whatever you have highlighted, the 4 lines in each page. Therefore, time spent on current affairs magazine is giving you some productive result. This will help you to consolidate the knowledge, the content you have read. So, spending lot of time on newspapers without any result or without any productivity is not a wise thing to do. Trust any of the current affairs magazine, go through the magazine, highlight some important things, revise them, and that is how you're going to consolidate the knowledge. Again, somebody asked about mentors in the program. So, this is the team I'm going to introduce to you. Anyways, you will hear them on 9th of July. So, we got Satyanarayana sir. He is a retired bureaucrat. He will be the guide for all the mentors here. Then, Rafi Ahmad, he is a chief mentor. And then, it will be me. And then, it will be Ratnakar sir, deals with Polity IR. And then, Sandeep Emmanuel deals with Geography, Environment, Disaster Management. And then, Santosh Ratnam deals with Science and Technology. So, this is our team. We got enough experience among us. And as far as the program is concerned, anyways, you'll be getting the details. Please follow our Telegram channel. You'll get all the relevant updates there. And then you can get to see what are our accomplishments till date, in which areas we have been successful, what is the track record. You can know all those things by following the Telegram channel. Okay. Then, again, let us coming back to the strategy session. So, as far as GS paper 2, GS paper 3 are concerned, again, you need to cultivate an approach of connecting the dots. What do you mean by connecting the dots? Again, I'll take some syllabus lines for you. In Indian society, what are you study? You study globalization. Fine. Again, in the paper 1, you study post-independence. Again, in GS paper 3, you study LPG reforms. Don't you think so that all these 3 topics in these 3 papers, they are interlinked with each other? For example, because of globalization, what happened? There was increase in investment in India because we opened our economy. And why this became possible? Because of LPG reforms. Because of which what happened? Your economy got changed. What do you mean by this? Economy started witnessing higher growth rates. And because of this, what is happening? Job opportunities increased. Who grabbed this job opportunity? Particularly women. Because of this, what happened? Women empowerment. Because of this, what happened? Change in structure of family. Family structure became nuclear. Role played by women in decision making in the family increased. What are we studying here? We are connecting the dots from all the syllabus lines which are very similar or close across the GS syllabus. This is how you need to cultivate holistic approach while preparing for mains. Okay. So this is what I want to share with you. Again, most of the time student ask me the question, how to stay focused. The answer is discipline is the difference between aims and accomplishments. What is accomplishment? Achieving something. What is aim? Your desire or goal. The desire is to become IAS. How do you accomplish this? If you have discipline, that will be accomplished. We'll be posting the schedule of mentorship program in our Telegram channel very soon. Go through the schedule and we are ready to help you. We are committed, we are disciplined, we are determined. If you are determined, this is the right place and this is the right time for you to come and join us to realize your own dreams. Okay, so somebody has no, the question is, should we avoid MCQs till December? My friend, you did not listen to me properly. The answer is, as I said, first week, second week, third week, fourth week. I'll give you a glimpse of how the process of the program is going to unveil. So for example, today you read Union Government, that is for first week. For second week, it is State Government. Third week, it is Fundamental Duties. Fourth week, it is Fundamental Rights. So this is a syllabus given to you. So in each week, what do? You write mains exam on Union Government. Here you write mains exam on State Government, likewise. But in the end, after 4 weeks, what do? We provide you a prelims test. And what is the syllabus for the prelims test? What all have been covered in the earlier 4 weeks. So the prelims examination will comprise questions from Union Government, State Government, Fundamental Duties, Fundamental Rights. So that means in 1 month, you have mastered the syllabus given, written answers, and also testing your prelims skill. Okay. So as I said, this is a combination of both prelims and mains, but exclusively focus will be on mains exam. Any further doubts? Polity and economy notes making. Again, syllabus plus PYQs. Keep these two things aside. For polity, Lakshmikant plus current affairs. Economy, any standard source, whether it is Ramesh Singh, whether it is Nitin Singhania, whether it is Vivek Singh, whether it is Uma Kapila, whatever it is, whatever source you want to read, you read it. But only one source, select one source plus current affairs. In economy case, refer to economic survey, summary or gist given by any institute. Apart from this, go through budget document. So these are the sources as far as economy notes making is concerned and polity notes making is concerned. Okay. Then how to practice CSAT? This is not the time to practice CSAT. The reason being, we'll begin CSAT preparation in December. Why? Most of you, there are 3 major areas in CSAT paper. One is your mathematics. Apart from that, you got reasoning, and then you got English comprehension. At any place, CSAT coaching will be finished within 40 days or 50 days maximum. Okay, and I am sure that you might be having expertise in one of the 3 areas. Either you are good in English comprehension, or you are good in reasoning, or you are good in mathematics. If you are not good in either of the 3, then start preparing for CSAT in the month of December. Okay. So from December Jan, you'll be done with classes and you are very well versed with the topics and concepts. Then start practicing CSAT also. As I said, the current mentorship program is from July to February end. Then what happens thereafter? We will be focusing exclusively on the prelims exam from March 1st onwards. Okay. We'll be focusing on exclusively prelims test series from March. Any other doubts? Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll have another session, few more sessions on exclusive GS paper 1, GS paper 2, paper 3, paper 4 and essay. Okay, so today is a very general introduction about how to plan your preparation for the next 6 months. Please provide Telegram channel. Link will be given in the description. Okay, join the Telegram channel, and it is Aspirants IAS Study Circle. Now we'll do one thing. Prelims tests will be on weekly basis from March, sir. We're trying to make 2 tests a week from March. For 3 days a test for prelims. Anyways, we'll take the opinion and the inputs from the students. In whichever way you are comfortable, we'll go with that. We can have flexible schedule for prelims test series. Okay. If you want 2 tests within a week, we'll do that. 1 test a week, we'll do that. See, eventually you should cross prelims, clear prelims, write mains, get into interview call, visit Dolpur house and then go to Mussoorie directly. That is the objective of this program. Our objective is not make students qualify prelims but struggle in mains. We want you to clear every hurdle. We want you to we want you to be successful in every stage of the examination. Whether it is prelims, mains, interview. Finally, we want you to be in Mussoorie. This is the objective. Okay. So that's it. Any doubts? The number that is given in the flyer of this Zoom session, you can call to that number. Any doubts, they will answer you, and join our Telegram channel. See you on 9th July. Thank you.